to the channel, or if you're new, hello. Strange to be starting on episode 15, but I like your style. Maybe go back and check out the series, or at least the last 2 or 3 episodes, something like that. Whatever, you're always welcome. As I say, this is episode 15 with Estudiantes on Football Manager 2019. It's just getting better and better this season. It really, really is. You can see we're still second. Everybody else has played now. These are the last 2 matches of match day 19. Remember, there's only 25 matches in the league before the Super Cup or the Copa de la Superliga or whatever it's called starts. We've also had the Copa Argentina 5th round draw done, which doesn't start until May or something like that, April or May, I think, or I can't remember now. We'll have a look anyway. Yeah, we're going to have a look at the matches that we've played since the last video, which was, of course, that massive 4-1 win away at Huracan. Brilliant performance. And we have continued that form. So we took on Atletico Tucumán at home and beat them 3-1. We did go a goal down, though. Rafael Santos Borré, on loan from River, scored to open the scoring to put Tucumán in front, but Lucas Zelarayan scored an absolute brilliant goal. Unfortunately, he did go off injured just a few minutes after scoring. He's done something to wrist ligaments. He is out for another 2 to 3 weeks. If we look at just quickly ahead at the schedule, he is probably going to... He could be back for that Tigre game, but he's definitely going to miss Banfield and Racing Club. It was a brilliant goal though. Lucas Zelarayan, it was a free kick from Rosales into him just outside the box. He opened his feet out and smashed in a brilliant left foot shot. Now Estevez made it 2-1 just after half time, and we just battered them. We had 29 shots on goal, 12 of them on target. Fernando Zucchi finally got a goal to wrap it up in stoppage time. It was an utterly dominant performance. It was absolutely sensational. And we've just been away to Rosario Central, potentially very difficult game against a big old club in Argentina, and we dispatched them easily. I say easily, it wasn't 3-0. It wasn't a 3-0 performance. It was a very even game. Daniel Sapper, you can see he's got a 7.2. He had to make several saves. We were just really clinical. I think we scored our first 3 shots on target. Gaston Campi, Carlo Latanzio and Leonardo Piscalici with a penalty. He is enjoying being in the team now after Zelarayan's injury. Piscalici, he got an assist straight away. The second goal against Atletico Tucumán, the now Estevez one. It was a Piscalici free kick. Estevez sneaked in at the back post and volleyed it in, and then Piscalici follows it up with a goal against Rosario. So he is banging form again. So yeah, today we are taking on Banfield, and as you can see, we are still in contention. Boca dropped points, not this match day. This match day they beat Rosario Central 4-2. It was the match day before that when we've just gone past it there, when they drew 1-1 at Atletico Tucumán, and that has allowed us to take the upper hand. And if we beat Banfield today, we go back to the top of the table, and it's a winnable game. Banfield are down here in 15th. They're not really doing anything. It's a winnable game. We're in such good form. Surely we can't blow it. And what I thought we'd have a look at before we get into the match then is just have a look at the second division, because we haven't done that yet this series. And of course, we're getting to the business end. It's going to be a very interesting end of the season there. I have no idea what goes on between 2nd and 9th. I'm assuming they are playoffs. Should we have a quick look at the rules and see? I assume it's just an 18 playoff tournament. Promotion, top team wins promotion. 2nd to 9th qualify for promotion playoff. Fine. That's, yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's a little mini tournament at the end of the season. That'll be interesting. Chacarita Juniors, famous old club as well. They are top at the minute. Gimnasia Jujai, I don't know how you pronounce that. Any help in the comments? That would be great. They are second. Now, they are of interest because the top striker, the top scorer in the division, Ignacio Bailone, is on loan from us. Now, look at this guy. He's 6'3". I finally put that back onto feet and inches. It was in centimetres before, and that just, I can't deal with that. I prefer feet and inches. Kilos I'm okay with, but not the height. I want that in feet and inches. So he's 6'3", but he plays as an advanced forward. I mean, target man is quite a long way down. You would think 6'3", you would think target man, wouldn't you? But he that's a long way down his list of roles. He is an advanced forward or a poacher, which is what we play with. For a guy who's 6'3", he's not a slouch, is he? Acceleration and pace of 12. That's not bad. I mean, I'm 6'3", and I can guarantee you my acceleration and my pace are nowhere near double figures. So he's doing it pretty well. The fact he only weighs 80 kilos as well, I mean, he's pretty skinny, to be fair. But he's got fantastic stamina as well. Really, really good finishing. And this is one of the reasons why I'm going to let Mario Pavoni go when we get to the end of the season. I'm not going to renew Pavoni because I'm going to bring this guy up at 25 years of age. He's coming into his prime. He has struggled to settle when he joined. I remember him joining Estudiantes in real life. Came in on a free from that Serbian club, but he didn't really do anything. Couple of goals in 7 appearances. He's been out on loan ever since at Quilmes, Instituto and Gimnasia, where he is now. And it's only now that he's really started scoring goals. Possibly because he's found his level, but it does say in his coaching report he's a decent player for most Superliga sides, and he has the potential to be a good Superliga striker. So that, to me, suggests that we should be bringing him back from the loan deal and giving him a chance in the team. But he's going to have to get past Carlo Latanzio. And this is the man himself, Carlo Latanzio. He's been in very, very good form recently. His last 5 matches, he's got an average rating of 7.1, got a couple of goals. You can see he's now on 4 league goals in 11 appearances for us this season. He's certainly starting to come into his own. If we have a look at his form report, you can see he's got 2 in his last 3. He had a bit of a drought before that, but he seems to be finding some confidence, finding his shooting boots. I mean, his goal in the last game against Rosario Central was a ball over the top. He was clean through. He had an age to think about what to do, and he just slotted it past the goalkeeper with ease. I remember him coming through on FM19 when I was with Estudiantes, and I loved him. He was one of those players that we had for 6 months and then had to sell because he just did so well. So look at his finishing. His finishing is 15. His composure is 12. His decisions is 15. His off the ball is 15. Everything is looking really good. He's really establishing himself as my first choice striker. The only thing that worries me a little bit is his physicals, his stamina and his strength. But his natural fitness is 15. So we should be seeing some improvements in those physicals, I hope. And yep, let's hope that he continues that decent form today. Excitement building at the Unico de la Plata as the chance to go back to the top ahead of Boca Juniors. Are we going to take that chance or are we going to bottle it? We will see. It's one thing. How did I forget to tell you this? Something really bizarre happened on transfer deadline day. Not our transfer deadline day. Our transfer deadline was the 24th of January. But on the 31st of January was the European transfer deadline. And all of a sudden I got a news item saying that Chelsea, that's English Premier League club Chelsea, had made an offer for Mariano Andújar, our 35-year-old goalkeeper. I was sat staring at the screen for ages, just thinking, what? I think it was like 925 grand up front. There was instalments of about 400,000, and then there was some add-ons like 50 league games. I mean, add-ons that are never, ever, ever going to get met. Obviously, his agent said look, you are not going to talk him out of it. He wants to go. He was 35, and we've got a good keeper in Daniel Sapper, and that money, we get 60% of transfer income added to the transfer budget. He was on around about $3.5 grand a week as well. So it was a big wage off our wage bill. So we took it. I didn't want to upset him. He's not out of contract in the summer with us. He had another year left. So it didn't help me to disrupt him and make him unhappy. And I kind of have an unwritten rule that if a big European club come in for one of my players, I'm not going to stand in their way, because we've got to know our place a little bit. And as I say, Daniel Sapper is a fantastic replacement for him. We've got Stefano Francesconi on the bench as well, who's a more than capable young lad who I'm going to give some game time to, probably in like the cup competitions. He may get a league game as well if things are sorted out before the end of the season, one way or another with the league. And yeah, it was just really bizarre. It's one of those where you just like, you do a double take. It was like, what? And basically what it was, Willy Caballero had gone to Man United for like 20 grand or something. He must have been coming up to the end of his contract, and they desperately needed a goalkeeper. Didn't go down the rabbit hole of finding out who they got rid of and why they bought Willy Caballero. But yeah, very, very strange. Very pleasing though, because that's the first of probably many transfers that we do with European clubs. So I was really quite happy with that. And we could get an early chance here. Laba, he's going to hit it and he's put it just wide. So yeah, we got deflected corner. Happy days. Piscalici takes. Oh, and it drops to Zokwi. And disallowed. I think there was a foul by Lucas Rodriguez, wasn't there? Yeah, I kind of saw that, and he's been booked as well. That's a shame. That would have been an amazing start. But here we go again with another highlight. Cleared away. Emmanuel Mas keeps it going. Estevez to Laba. Back out to the left back. Mas. Laba. Mas to Lucas Rodriguez. Mas. Lucas Rodriguez again. Mas. You can use other people in the team if you want, boys. Gaston Campi. Mariano Andujar as well was our captain, as Estevez gets into the box, but Altamirano holds the shot. Yeah, but Mariano Andujar was our captain. So we had to appoint a new one. They said about Mariano Pavoni and Rodrigo Branya. Penalty. Piscalici will take. He is our penalty taker. We've got a penalty. And he drills it into the bottom corner. Altamira went the right way, but he cannot stop Piscalici bagging his 9th goal of the season. He's out in front of the leading scorer in the team at the minute, I think, and that is expertly tucked away. He always puts them in the bottom corner. He is so good at it. What a dream start. We've been very, very dominant so far, haven't we? Going back to captains then, as Mas is down the left, plays it for Lucas Rodriguez. In it goes, cleared away. Laba hits one and it's cleared the bar. So we've appointed Jonathan Schunker as our captain, and I can't remember who our vice captain is. I can't remember now. But yeah, Schunker and Campi are now my centre-back pairing, so it made sense to have Yoni Schunker as the captain. And I'm delighted with that, and I'm delighted with the start we've made here as well. Ooh, we're defending a highlight here. Off the line was that? Did that hit the post? Was it off the line? Either way, we got away with one a little bit there. We are approaching half-time. There is going to be another highlight. It's Laba to Campi forward for Estevez. Latanzio, first sighting of goal that we've seen for him. It's not been a classic first half, it has to be said. We've had a couple of pointless long-range shots. Header there is held by Altamirano. Been very disappointing considering we got that early lead. I thought we would have pushed on a little bit, but we're 1-0 up. All I need to do now is G the boys up, tell them to keep going. Don't get complacent out there. I don't really like that one. I'm wondering whether to say I'm far from pleased. We started off like a train. We were really, really good. We take the lead after 9 minutes. And while we've been a better team, we haven't done an awful lot. But I'm going to say things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. And then we're just going to go in and say, we hope you can all still improve, yada, yada, yada. Lot of green, happy days, second half. Here we go. Top of the league as things stand. Are we going to manage to hold on to the lead and get past Boca again and take our place at the top of the league? Piscalici with the corner. Wow, You see the whip on that? That was outrageous. It was straight into the arms of Altamirano, who clears, but Campi wins unchallenged. But he's out of position now, and they could punish us. And Daniel Sapper to the rescue. He has been brilliant. I think this is his third match since Andujar went, and he has off the bar. There was a free kick anyway; it wouldn't have counted. He has been absolutely superb as Daniel Sapper. Racing Club 3-0 up. A couple of penalties within 2 penalties in 2 minutes at the start of the second half. San Martin de San Juan, I believe, are bottom of the division. I think, could be wrong there. They're certainly down there. Piscalici, what was that? That was a massive corner. Rodriguez to Laba. Ball squirms away for another corner. Piscalici's come across to take it as well. That's a more direct one, and there's a free kick awarded against us there. Right, substitution time. 2 subs, both in attack. Jonier Viveros is coming on for Lucas Rodriguez, who has been booked and isn't playing well. Piscalici, despite scoring the only goal, has only got 6.9. He's also coming off as we look to preserve him for the next game. And Jean Artiaga is coming on. I'd really love to give Apaolazza some game time, but Latanzio is very capable of scoring. He's only got 6.4 at the minute, but he's very, very capable of scoring a goal. And he's fit as well. He's 83% fitness, 84. So there's a lot of players that are going to have to come off before him, I think. Just like that. Emmanuel Mas has gone down injured. What is it he's done? A groin injury. Oh, joy. That's going to be him out for a few weeks, isn't it? And as you would expect, we're going to have to play a player out of position in Mauro Rosales. He can play there. Maurizio Rosales, what am I saying? He can play there. He is right-footed, but he's been after more game time, so he can play on the left, can't he? And he'll just have to deal with that one. Let's get back to the game. 3 bookings apiece. 4-0 Racing Club lead now at San Martin. It's been a very, very, very poor second half. Daniel Sapper with the long goal kick. This has really not been a good second half, but Artiaga's in and Latanzio is there. It's a brilliant save by Altamirano. That would have sealed it for us. There's still time. Can we get a second goal? I didn't really want to be seeing a highlight at this point, to be honest. Oh, and Rosales has missed it. Torres. Campi comes across to cover, though. Brilliant defending from Campi. Really starting to like that guy as well. Viveros is away. Gives it back to Artiaga, and Estevez scores. First minute of stoppage time. It's 2-0. Those are the points in the bag. I was about to lynch Viveros, though. Look at the space that Latanzio was in. If we hadn't have scored there, he would have been in massive trouble. Can it get even better? Facundo Sanchez with the corner, and Viveros, he has scored. What a finish. What a volley. Was that right foot? He's a left-footed left winger. Sanchez with the booming corner, and it is, isn't it? Right inside that post with his right foot. That is putting icing on the cake. 2 goals in stoppage time. Absolutely brilliant. And now we're going to get another one here. Latanzio, I still haven't sorted out the attacking set pieces. I really should get on that. As Laba clears the bar with the shot. But with 30 seconds over, we're going to be getting the final whistle any second now. Rosales has won the ball back. We're going to end the game in possession. There it is. 3-0 win. And that is the 4th game. In fact, every game since we've come back from the winter break, we've scored 3 goals. And of course, Huracan, in the last episode, we scored 4. So earlier on in the season, we were really struggling to score goals. And now we are finding them very, very easy to come by. And we've done that without Carlo Latanzio scoring. So I'm just going to say that was a good win, because 3-0 looks very, very comfortable. But I think we should have been 3-0 up a lot earlier than we were. That's the end of match day 19. Then there are just 6 league games to go. 18 points up for grabs. So officially now, Defensa y Justicia cannot win the league. They can only get to 43 points. I think I'm saying it every video at the minute, but I'm just astonished how we are doing this. I really am. It's unreal, and I can only see things getting better as we go forward in this series. Just because, again, go back to the episode before last with the just looking at the youth team and the reserves. Just the quality of the players that we've got coming through is just insane. So what we're going to do, just have a quick look at the average points Dewberry thing, because very strange. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why there are no points for 2017-18. I don't know what happened there. Was the league suspended for a season? Did it not go ahead? I seem to remember Estudiantes playing games, but no matter. What we are doing is we are rocketing up this average points table. We're now 4th. We were probably somewhere down here, 10th, 11th, 12th at the start of the season. San Martin de San Juan are bottom of the relegation table, but as you can see, they're not in the relegation zone in the average points table. It is still San Martin de Tucumán, Tigre, Gimnasia and Argentinos Juniors. And you've got to say now, Argentinos are massively in trouble. I think they are guaranteed to be going down. Looking at that, I don't see there being any hope for them. Let me just have a quick look at the rules. Just let's tie it up with what we looked at in the Primera B. So, where's the? Why can I not see the relegation thing? Hello. Got the continental qualification. 23rd to 26 are relegated. So there are 4 teams go down. Right. Okay. Sorry, this is just kind of confused me a little bit now, because if we go to the normal Primera B table, you've got 8 teams in the promotion playoff. So I wonder if there's going to be, because there are 4 coming down, which would make you think maybe there is only 1 going up. Maybe next season we are only going to have a 24 team league, possibly. And is there no relegation from Primera B? Sorry, this is just kind of throwing me now. Is there no? There isn't, is there? Oh, there's an average points table. Of course there is. It's average points this one as well, isn't it? Duh. But there's no red lines over them. Oh, do you know what? It's all going to come out in a wash in a few weeks, isn't it? Right. What we're going to do is we're going to do Racing Club and Tigre off camera. We're going to come back for Defensa y Justicia because I love the name. I think it's fantastic. If I wasn't already an Estudiantes fan, I think I would have picked them just by their name. I think it's brilliant. Defence and Justice. I mean, that's absolutely superb. It's like in this country, we have a team for Metropolitan Police, don't we, in the Isthmian League. So I think it's fantastic that we have that. It's like having a Ministry of Defence team. It's brilliant. And then after that, we can nicely skip the San Martin game, San Martin de San Juan game, and go to La Bombonera for the Boca game. It's looking increasingly likely, unless something spectacular happens over the next 4 games, it looks like that trip to the Bombonera is going to be season defining. You're not going to want to miss that one. And if it comes to it, then Lanús will be played as well on camera. As you can see down at the bottom there as well, we've got the Super League Cup first round. Not sure when that's drawn. Does it tell us here? No, it doesn't tell us when it's being drawn. But here, the Copa Argentina 5th round. We're playing Gimnasia Mendoza, who are 3rd in the Primera B Nacional at the minute. So they are going to be in the promotion playoff. Strange thing happened here. We were drawn as the home team, and Gimnasia Mendoza automatically got home advantage. Now I get that it happens in Spain in the early rounds. The lower ranked team gets a game, gets a home advantage. Sorry, But there were games where the lower league team were drawn at home, and yet it switched, so the higher division team have got home advantage. This one stands out. Argentinos Juniors against El Porvenir was one of these ties. El Porvenir were drawn as the home team. Argentinos Juniors came out the hat, and it switched. Now I know that in I think Scandinavia, you can buy the home advantage. So I just wonder if the fact that we were drawn at home to Gimnasia Mendoza, I assume that automatically switches, and you can't do anything about it. Whereas if we'd been drawn away to Gimnasia Mendoza, maybe we'd have got the option to buy home advantage. I don't know. I can only assume that is what's happened. But anyway, not to worry. If you know that, then let me know. I can only assume that's what it is, unless the smaller ground isn't suitable. I don't know. If it's not suitable, should they be in the Copa in the first place? I have no idea. So we're reaching we are at the business end now. We're reaching what is going to be a phenomenal end to the season. We are going to be back for Defensa y Justicia, so make sure you come back for that. Smash a like on this video, guys. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications and come back as we travel to wherever they play, Defensa or Justicia. Don't know where they play. But come back for that, and I will see you for it. Thanks for watching, guys. Adios, amigos.